weapon. Doc, good evening. Thank you very much for your time.
Good evening, and thank you for having me.
When this program was announced by the Interior Minister, the ultimate aim was to see, a retrieval or the surrender of voluntary surrender of guns. So far, since the program was announced, could you be kind enough to update us?
Oh yes, thank you once again. Since the program was announced, what I can say is that the numbers have surged day in, day out, week in, week out. It started on the 1st of December and is ending actually today, barring any last-minute extension. But I suspect that there is likely to be some grace period given in terms of extension. But I will defer that to the minister. If that will be done, I'm sure it will be communicated to yourselves, the media houses. But I can say that the numbers we have received look very good. So far, we have had some thousands of weapons that have been, given out at various police stations across the country, including the office of the Small Arms and Light Weapons Commission. And so I will say that the numbers have been very, very, very good. The last I think the last 3 days or 4 days, close to 800 weapons have been, brought to various police stations across the country, and that looks very good. And so I would say it's been good. Those who have failed to surrender, chances are that you are going to be arrested, because we are going to use the informant regime, where informants will be given rewards when they report that you have a weapon. You will be arrested and prosecuted, and that informant is given a reward for hinting us that you have a weapon. And so, let me also put on your show that the gentleman who fired the weapon during a show when Asaki or so came to Ghana, Cyborg is now one of our ambassadors. He was in our office when it comes to the Ghana Amnesty and, campaign to ensure that those who have firearms surrender them to the state. And so the chief imam himself is one of our ambassadors. The Mamaga of our Alavanyo is one of our ambassadors. We have brought the Upper West region, the Volta region, and parts of this country, including the Greater Accra region. And you saw our program that took place a few days ago, involving all heads of security agencies who man our airports. It was a mammoth event at the Civil Aviation Headquarters.
Dr. Bonaa, you mentioned that 800 guns in just 3 days. Hello?
All right, I'm listening to you.
I'm saying that if you say 800 guns in 3 days, I can imagine the number of guns, surrendered in the period since you announced this program. And you say this in their thousands. Would you be clear enough to give us a specific figure?
No, I'm not able to give you the specific figures, because today being the last day for the amnesty, barring any no extension come, I'm only giving you some figure that we have received that has come in the last 2, 3, 4 days, and so it looks very good. The weapons that have come in are in their thousands. That is what I'm saying.
And these are illegal ones.
Well, once a weapon is not registered, it means it's illegal. Once you have a weapon, the issue here is that if anyone who is listening to us, you have a weapon of any, once it's a firearm, if it is not registered, if you are not a licensed firearm bearer, it means it's illegal. So each and every one of those weapons that have been given out to a police station or to the Arms Commission where we are would be a weapon that the person is not elected. The person doesn't have the permits to carry it. You know, so we have all of them that have come in are weapons that hitherto don't have they don't have no license at all. So they are illegal weapons, yes.
So, how do these guns or weapons get into the country? And in their thousands, as you mentioned, how do they get into the country? And for it to be illegal as well.
The country, we all know people, as humans as we are, some find other mechanisms, other ways of bringing them in through the ports, through smuggling them and hiding them under used clothes. Some bring them from America. They put them in barrels, especially they are barrels for domestic items. They call them, bringing them into this country. Some hide them sometimes in all manner of call them household gadgets they are bringing into the country. Some too bring them by our land borders, unapproved borders, and sometimes even approved borders. There must also be, I think I would want to also put out that we have also had a situation where there's been some leakages from our state's, stock. And so all these ones have accounted for weapons that are in this country illegally. And substantially, we also have the artisanship type of weapons, the gunsmiths, those who make them at our various communities. They make these weapons, and those are even more. We have a lot of these weapons that are made in this country and have been used to commit crimes in this country. And so if you look at the trend, our trend analysis in the last 1 year, we have a lot more of artisanship weapons being used to commit crimes than, imported weapons. And so one would say that you won't just say they are just imported weapons that are illegal in this country. We also have the Alavanyo type of weapon, the Konkompe type of weapon, those who make all this, that is saying, the blacksmiths. Some of them have learned the trade of making weapons, and they make them and they sell them out to people illegally. They are not allowed to do them, but they do them. We know them. Some of them we've given training, alternative livelihood trainings have been done for them, so they don't have to do it. But it is significant to know that during the declaration of the gun amnesty program, the Minister of the Interior, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, my minister did actually allude to the fact that we are looking at the arms bill and also to ensure that those who make these weapons, we are some way, somehow regularized. We give them some, regularization to do them. It is better to know how many weapons are being produced, and these people who produce them are given enough training to do them. And then we also know those who they are selling these weapons to, and the weapons are licensed to those who want to carry them. And mind you, a lot of these weapons they also make are made for hunters, those who want to hunt. And sometimes those who say, I need it to protect myself. So it is not every weapon that is surrounded or is given out was intended to commit a crime. But the truth is that once you have it and you are not licensed to bear that firearm, it means you have committed a crime simpliciter, and you could go in anything up to 15 years. It's a first-degree felony. And so mine is that from the small arms point of view, we are pushing, and with the support of the Interior Minister and the police and the allied security agencies, the national security, the coordinator himself, we have their backing to ensure that the last weapon that is illegal in this country, we do everything to retrieve it, to save this country and to make the country stable and peaceful.
Doc, is there a hotspot, as in a region that has surrounded the most?
Well, as at the last check, Greater Accra was leading, and Greater Accra is still leading. As at the last check, Greater Accra was leading in terms of the region, the 16 administrative regions. Greater Accra was leading. Obviously, we have the population here is quite high, and the type of people here, yes, who reside in Greater Accra, obviously the numbers, will translate into the number of weapons coming in quite good. And so, but the trend analysis, we have it, We are still waiting if there will be an announcement in terms of extension. I'm sure that will be done. And whilst we continue to urge people as we speak, if you have a firearm, surrender it, or else your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend, your disgruntled friend or neighbor will tell us you have the weapon, with that weapon or ammunition, and we are arresting them by the day. You've seen the number of arrests when it comes to firearms and its related, activities. Arrests are taking place. A lot of arrests are taking place in the last 2-3 weeks. 2,600 AK, rounds of ammunition, some cartridges, about 1,000, and several other arrests is ongoing as we speak. It's a nationwide campaign and crackdown, and we want to ensure that we don't crowd our prisons. So those who have these weapons, surrender them because it is illegal and you are committing a first-degree, felony type of crime. And so please, surrender it, or else when you are caught, you will be dealt with according to law.
And it's only the disgruntled girlfriend who will come and choke you, right?
Oh, yeah, your disgruntled girlfriend, because if you have the weapon and you go and take another girlfriend and you leave that other girlfriend, we are calling on all of them. We are not interested in what happened and that boyfriend of yours or that sugar daddy of yours ditched you. Just come and tell us he has a weapon. We will give you a very handsome reward, and we'll go and arrest him together with the weapon. And then, we will make sure you get some reward, and we'll get him arrested, and then we'll keep him away from the girlfriend or boyfriend he has now going for, and left you. So ours is to, we are asking everybody, whatever we do to get the weapons is what we are doing. And so, and we are saying that don't think your weapon you have, no one knows. Think through. Do a deep, what do you call it, reflection. Just check through yourself and know that there are others you have fallen out with who know you have a weapon. So if you don't surrender the weapon, they might have already told us, or they are on their way to tell us. So surrender it, or else they will tell us, and you won't know, because maybe there are a couple of them, you know, whoever, gave you out, and we would arrest you. Out for that, there is no two ways. We would arrest you and thank that person and give the person some reward.
Doc, thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Dr. Adam Bonaa is the Acting Executive Secretary of the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons. This is Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here.